for your next vehicle? Turn into SILSBEE Motor Company, 1360 Highway 96 South of SILSBEE. SILSBEE Motor Company selects only the finest in used vehicles, each SMC certified and Carfax guaranteed. In-house financing, a complete on-site service facility with licensed and certified technicians, Big Tex trailers, and the new RN Reapers, the off-road street-legal 4x4 ATV. SILSBEE Motor Company, 2 locations, 1360 Highway 96 South and 1973 Highway 96 Bypass in SILSBEE.
JP White, SportsSpeak Sports, where we talk sports and a few other things, and I'm happy to have horse breeder Todd Moak. Todd, you breed Arabian horses or something like that.
Arabian racehorses.
Arabian racehorses. What was there? Some other kind of Arabian horse besides the racehorse?
Well, sure there is. There's
Arabian
show horses. There's
Arabian show horses?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Endurance racing, which is the long distance, anywhere from 25 to 100 miles.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
They don't run race for 25 to 100 miles.
Yeah, they do.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. So Arabian horses have several different disciplines, you know.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. But the discipline that I'm interested in is the flat track racing, just like thoroughbred racing that everyone's accustomed to.
Flat track racing, in other words, that's not like an automobile that's got the slant or something like
well,
that, right?
Actually, racetrack ovals are slanted. They're banked in the turns.
They do? The
Yeah.
horse racer does that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you call it, a flat track?
Well, because it's generally speaking, it's a flat track, I guess you'd say.
Well, tell me about this. What did Tim Fred Texas do? You say you bred him right up here between Fred and Warren.
That's correct. Fred Texas has been a very special horse for us. He came out of you buy these brood mares and you have big dreams and hopes they're going to produce really big. And his mother, Queen Kong, I had high hopes for. T.M. Fred Texas is the first colt from that mare. Anyway, he started off in his racing career, and in his second race he set a track record. He set several track records in the United States, a couple in Texas, and also 1 or 2 in Colorado, 1 for sure. He's got 3 or 4 track records in this country. Ended up being 4-year-old colt of the year and horse of the year the same year. He was 4 years old when he became horse of the year. And then the horse was sold to international interest and was shipped to Doha, Qatar. There he won a stakes race, which was actually a prep race to set him up for the Dubai World Cup's Arabian race, the Dubai Kahila Classic, where he won that race. And
Would you say Dakar? Where's that?
Say that again?
You say, where'd you go? Dakar?
Doha, Qatar.
Qatar, okay. Where is that actually?
Qatar is a little peninsula off the side of Saudi Arabia, out
Oh,
in the
okay.
Persian Gulf.
Okay.
And this is where Doha is the capital of the state of Qatar.
Okay. You told me about T.M. Fred Texas, and you said something about his mother.
Queen Kong.
Is she a racehorse too, or she's the stock breeder, huh?
Well, she's a brood mare now, but she started out as a racehorse. She was bred for racing. She had a racing career, and she did okay. She didn't do great. She won 3 races. She was stakes placed a couple of times. Stakes placed means you run first, second, or third in a stakes race. Well, second or third in a stakes race, but you didn't win. That means you're stakes placed. Now, she was a real nice mare, but I specifically liked her pedigree and thought it would blend well with our stallion Burning Sand, and it did.
What is the technique, or what do you do specifically in the way of training, or do you do any of that training, the horse to run the race?
Not personally. Always send my horses out and employ, professional trainers.
Where are they for you?
Well, for me, they're you start out with a pre-race trainer, which is someone just to get the horse, used to being on his back for the first time, just to learn that. So typically, you'll find a pre-race trainer. That horse will stay with them from 45 to 100 days, and then from there they go to the race trainer, and then you just choose your trainer based on which state you're going to go to. In Texas, I have a trainer, Ernesto Torres, that I've been using since about 1995, who is an extremely good trainer. And then if I'm going to go to Delaware, you see who you're going to, you pick a trainer there to coach your horses like a coach,
Do they get to go to the track and become familiar before the race?
Sure they do. The horse is certainly trained. They're taught the track. A horse on a racetrack the first time will spook at every little thing. They're not familiar with it. And so first you have to get them familiar with the track. Once they're familiar with the track, then you gallop them. You go through a series of gallops, jogs, and then you get a horse to the point where they're ready to work, what they call work, which is like, let them go all out for a certain distance.
They don't have the same number, seem to be like all the time, do they? What's the deal on that when they're racing out there? They're not number 3 or they're not number 10 or whatever, huh?
Right.
Tell me about that.
Well, in the United States, usually the number on the horse correlates with what gait the horse drew.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying gait?
What gait?
Yeah. Or they race
the starting gait.
Starting gait. Okay, go ahead.
But then you'll have what's called an entry where, let's say I have 2 horses for a race, then I might be the 1 and the 1A. And then another person has 2 horses, that would be the 2 and the 2B, and so on. So then the numbers don't correlate with the gait. It gets a little bit confusing.
Yeah,
but every horse has a number. So fortunately, we've been able to race a couple of different times at Churchill Downs. We've raced at the where they run the Preakness.
New York.
No, that's in Maryland.
Maryland, yeah, okay.
Anyway, and TM Fred, Texas, the first Arabian race to be run at Churchill Downs was, I believe, in 2012, 2011 or 12. Anyway, TM Fred, Texas won that race, and then after he won the Dubai World Cup, the Kahela Classic, that sheikh then sent the horse to Maryland to run at the Preakness the same day that the Preakness was run.
I'll say.
And he won that race.
I'll be doggone. Well, where is he now?
He is in Doha. He's in Qatar.
Okay. Oh, well, let me think. How come you to get into the racing? You said tell me about that. Something about...
I was in the horse transportation business. And so through transporting horses, I came in contact with the Arabian racehorse people. And so they were hiring me little by little to haul their horses, and I met more of them, and I was hauling quite a few of the Arabian racehorses. So after several years of knowing the people, seeing the horses, transporting them to the races, to the farms, to the race trainers, back and forth, all the places I need to be, I became interested.
Yeah, don't those horses cost a lot of money?
The good ones do.
There you go. Well, but you want to buy that one that you can make into a good one. Is that it?
That's always been my deal. I was always moving around, kind of felt like I had a pretty good idea of different horses that would be good in the breeding shed.
Yeah.
And so I was able to pick some up for a bargain.
Good.
And then turn the resulting foals into something worth a lot of money,
Of course, old TM Fred Texas made you famous, didn't he?
He did.
He put you right in there, huh?
Yes, sir.
How about that? So you got anything good right now?
And TM Fred Texas is actually named after my dad. We put a little flair on things, adding the Fred Texas, like the town Fred Texas.
That's good. I like that.
But yeah, he's named after my dad. We named horses after our granddaughters, after different family members, grandparents.
Okay.
TM Fred Texas has a full brother named TM Junior Johnson.
TM Junior Johnson?
Yeah, and
okay.
that some people would think that's the race car driver, but it's actually my wife's grandfather.
Okay.
And he was an exceptional horse too. He raced 6 times in this country, and he won 5 races and ran second once. And then we sold him to the President of the United Arab Emirates.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, plenty of money.
Yeah.
That put you on your way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a little early on this question, but I need to ask you, about your philosophy. You got some philosophy of life. What would you advise or say or tell or think? You want to tell me that, or you want to think about that and tell me later?
Maybe I'll think about that and tell you later. But well, I don't know. I've always wanted to win or wanted to be successful, whatever I do, you know. And so you spend a lot of time thinking how to add up the equation where it ends up being a winning one, you know.
Well, you look mighty young to have done all these, been successful in all these things that you're talking about to me. Do you get them ready before you go take them to the race? You wash them and get...
They do at the track. Now, once, you know, we're a breeding farm. They're living like wild horses out there on the place. We get them up and take care of their, you know, fly spray them. We feed them twice a day. We take good care of them like that. But once they leave and they go to the racetrack, they live in stalls. They get out to exercise. They go back in the stall. But they're bathed daily. They have a farrier tending their hooves once a month. You know, they're really looked after a lot.
Is it available that somebody could come out and see your horses at the racetrack?
Well, they could, yeah, sure, at the racetrack or to the farm, somebody could stop by. And
Well,
see
that's
them.
what I was saying, maybe
Yeah.
out at your farm.
Yeah,
But they need to let you know when they come because you might not be there.
might not be there, and they think my dog isn't friendly.
Okay. All right. J.P. White, SportsSpeak Sports. Todd Moak. Is it Moak?
It's Moak,
How you spell it? M-O-A-K?
M-O-A-K.
Todd Moak, Fred, Texas. Arabian horse trainer, Arabian horse racer. J.P. White Sports, SportsSpeak. Thanks for coming by, Todd.
Thank you,
We
Mr. White.
enjoyed you. It was a good interview. Appreciate it.
Thank
So
you, Mr.
long
White.
for now.
Bill Phillips, your farmer's insurance agent in SILSBEE, with offices at 1230 Highway 96 South. Open the door to reliable, dedicated personal service for all of your insurance needs: auto, home, health, financial, or life. Bill Phillips and his team of dedicated employees, Miss Kelly Horn, Stephanie Tressler, and Miss Jennifer Curtis, will help you plan for your present or future needs. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Bill Phillips, looking out for you and the community. SportsSpeak Golf Cars and Motorbikes, Highway 327 West in SILSBEE, has this sophisticated, street-legal Tony Lamborghini golf cart, 6-seaters, 4-seaters, customized trailers, LaFree electric bikes, manual pedal bikes, and a motorized Velo Solex, tires, wheels, trolleys, and accessories for club car and easy-go. SportsSpeak Golf Cars and Motorbikes, Highway 327 West in SILSBEE. Call them at 385-3838.